Okay, hello everybody. Here's Freda talking from Focusing Studio and School, and I have the delight and the honor to have here with me Noelle Imparato from Baltimore, US. I came along to Noelle through a course called Do Your Own Red Book. That was last year in autumn, winter 2025. And I got much benefit from that. Especially what did very well to me was the long painting period we had and the way Noelle did introduce us to the depth work of the archetypes of Carl Gustav Jung. And she is here to tell you more about that course. But before we do this, I would ask you, Noelle, to please introduce yourself, who you are, and what kind of work you do, so that anyone who is listening here gets an impression about you as a professional and as a facilitator, as a person with a PhD, and all what is important for you to say here.
Oh, okay, Sam. Thank you so much, Frida. This is an honor to be with you, and I really appreciate you taking the initiative. Wonderful. Well, for everybody, I am just an artist and teacher, and the founder of Painting for Life, which is a company, you might say, who holds a variety of workshops, Painting for Life itself, and also the course that you, Frida, took, which I called Do Your Own Red Book. So first, I came to painting by sort of serendipity. I was in the middle of writing my doctoral dissertation in mythology with an emphasis on depth psychology when I took a painting retreat at Esalen. And it was really just a fluke to take a break. But it turned out that I had such a great experience. I sort of fell in love with that process. And I was basically coming with a lot of anger. And as I was painting, it turned into a state of grace in like a half an hour. And so I was pretty blown away. And so I decided to just keep doing it at home, which I did for a good 15 years. And over that time, my own creative process sort of evolved into a painted memoir, what I call painted memoir, because I started writing about my painting, listening to them, comparing with them one with the other, and I discovered that they were really opening up a whole dialogue with my own self and a clarity with what I really wanted to do with my life. And so that's why I decided to really teach that for others, because I felt it was such a powerful tool. And once I had started with my writing process, I figured, well, do your own Red Book course, which is, sort of adding the writing process to the painting and mixing them together. Yeah.
Wow, yes, thank you for explaining that. I think do your own red book that needs some kind of explanation for people. Yeah, what is that course about? Do your red book. What is that holding this course?
Well, Do Your Red Book, of course, refers to the Red Book from Carl Jung. And the PhD I did was from a school that was very much focused on Carl Jung and the archetypal psychology, mythology, and all that kind of a thing. But I mean, in honest truth, this is not really doing a red book. But what I have actually done on my own before I even made the connection was, something that I thought very much mirrored the Carl Jung work in terms of painting and dialoguing with your painting and creating a relationship with your deep inner self, which may include archetypes and guides that you can encounter through guided meditation and use that to sort of emerge, from intuition and bypass rational thinking. And so this way, your painting comes as a surprise, you might say.
Yeah.
Then you listen to it, you speak with it, and that creates a dialogue that you can write down, journaling. And as you kind of go on with the process, you can clean up a little bit the writing, and you end up with a book that you might call your very own red book, and you might give it your own title. But basically, that's what you are doing. And of course, it's not about producing art as an art form, or a polished story. It's all about developing what you might call a symbolic language that can hold your lived experience.
Yeah. So that really sounds to my ears like a really depth-oriented process. And the dialogue seems to be an important part in that, right? Dialogue and yeah. Is there anything you find important for people to know about the structure of the course? I had the 6 week. Is that the regular structure? Can you tell a little bit more about that structure of the course?
Yeah, the course is structured around 6 weeks because I wanted to give people enough time to commit to the course and make sure that they are going to be able to come every day and create a very container that closed, So it's intentionally structured, but at the same time, it's very spacious because people really go on with what really calls them. But working in a small group of 8 people sort of allows for a sense of safety and attention and slow pacing. And yeah, we begin, of course, I am a big believer in mindfulness meditation. I've practiced it for about 30 years with some great teacher. So mindfulness or presencing is at the heart of what we do. So we begin by creating a safe and intentional container. And so people feel supported as they enter into their process. And then, of course, painting comes first. And we let it arise from intuition, bypassing the rational thinking mind. We want to let go of control. And my motto, as I always love to repeat it, is the painting is none of your business. So that allows something unexpected to emerge and to really take advantage of the creation process, which is based on your body, your heart, and not in your thinking mind. So, then there is a big surprise, and then you follow that by entering into dialogue with it, and then you can start explaining a little bit, but mostly you sort of dialogue with the images and hold their meaning that way.
Yeah, that sounds very powerful, especially the moment of surprise and getting to know something that the person who does this process hasn't known about herself before, right?
Yeah, and that's a very big part of it because I myself experienced, rediscovering a trauma that had been frozen in memory for I don't know how many decades. And it just came back through painting. So that's really a very big point about intuitive painting.
Yeah. So with all of that as a whole, what do you wish people to take away for themselves when they do a course like I did with you? What do you wish people to take away?
Yeah, well, probably the bigger thing is people get a deeper trust in their own inner process. Because, this is not going to be fixing yourself or arriving at some really firm answers, but it allows you to discover that at the heart of who you are, you already know the answers. You have to let yourself go of the control. That's really the big thing. When you do let go of the control, then you are getting in touch with your deeper soul.
Yeah. I just feel to let a mini pause here, right? To let that sink in for people.
Yeah.
Because it's really a huge thing. Yeah, what you told. Yeah.
Yeah, the Red Book really becomes a companion.
A companion, yeah.
Yeah, something you can basically walk along, rather than something that's complete. So in a way, it keeps moving.
Yeah. Okay, comment. Is there anything else that people should know about the course from your perspective?
Well,
or have you just talked about everything that is in the center of this offering?
yeah, well, I would say, a lot of the clients who come to do these paintings for life are coming from a center that deal with people in cancer recovery.
Okay.
Yeah, so healing is not about erasing what's difficult, but it's about creating a relationship with it. So people really, when they are faced with some sort of life and death situation like this, they come back within. And this painting is very helpful because it uses your intuition rather than always, trying to get it from your thinking mind. And that's very soothing in a way because it's very revealing.
Yeah, so it uses the healing force of the intuition and the insight through the painting process, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anyone feels like wanting to do this kind of work, what would you suggest this person to take as a first step to just book your course or to have an interview with you before, or how can people approach this doing your own red book?
Well, they can definitely send me an email, and I have not one course program at this very moment yet, but I will start one in probably another month towards the end of February. So they can get in contact with me. I can send them a little leaflet with more explanations, and we can be in dialogue. They can also look at my website where I have quite a bit of information that could be helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. So they can contact with you before this course is starting. They can get a seat on the waiting list. They can check around your website and all the other work you do. So that would be good, perhaps, to give some contact address of yours. Shall I give some information for people, right?
Please do, yeah.
Yeah. So then I will share your card, Noelle at noelleimparato.com is the email, and the website is noelleimparato.co. I just leave it for a second so people can really see it and maybe take a note. Right. So I think I stop that now and come back to you. I really want to thank you for this full and rich, informative explanation of what you did, where I was participant. Like it's like a view behind the curtain to get the background of everything now. Yeah, that's good just to spread. And I thank you for really taking the time with me and answering my questions and really offering this to the people and letting your work share with me and with others so that this benefits really can go into the world, right? Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have maybe one last sentence I would like
please
to share.
do. Yeah,
You know, about the work that we do together. Basically, I would say people come away with clarity about their soul's purpose, not as an abstract idea, but as something they can feel and live, you know, along with a strength and trust in their own guidance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Faith, clarity, and inner guidance that is really supporting the people on their way and on their way of walking towards healing.
Yeah, and you did the course. What would you say yourself that you got from it?
Yeah, I would say that for me, really, the aha was that I had a full hour of painting without disturbance, so that I could really dive into that process of creating. And that then I could see painting motifs or storytelling in the painting that I did not see in my other paintings. So what I really depicted on the paper was of quite other, not only quality, but of other content. And I would say it came probably from deeper layers. Yeah. But as I was a participant, of course, you know, I'm involved in that and I don't have the outside perspective. So I just would assume it came from deeper layers. And in all, it was an energy coming through this process with you. Like I got some more courage for the outer world to talk about special topics that were really embarrassing. So I got this, I would say, energy from those pictures or archetypes represented in the pictures. I got a plus of energy and it carried out into my daily life and encounter. This is what I would say.
Well, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I have to thank for that.
Oh, so
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Okay. So we are wrapping up, right? Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you
So
so much.
thank
I'm
you.
really glad that
Yes.
you succeeded in putting this together. Yeah.
Yeah, I thank you. So till the next time. Yeah.
Till the next time. Yeah.
Bye.